New season's greetings from myself, Rob Palmer, and Terry Gibson, and welcome to the Camp Nou, where this evening we bring you the first major match of the season, Barcelona against Real Madrid, El Gran Clásico. Well, it's a late kick-off Spanish time, but clearly hasn't affected the crowd. The Catalan and Barcelona flags flying high and proud around the Camp Nou. Well, at last, all of the talking and speculation can be put to bed. And Terry Gibson, we can have a decent game of football.
Well, there's a few more days left yet, Rob, with the speculation and transfer gossip from the Barcelona and Real Madrid squads. It's a Clásico tonight, full of familiar faces. Just one new player starting tonight for Barcelona and Real Madrid 11. Familiar faces, all there last season. Players that won the Champions League, the Liga title.
Well, all of the dignitaries and the greats have turned out. Raul and Butragueño up in the president's box. They'll be envious of the players who are taking to centre stage at the Camp Nou this evening. It is, of course, a two-legged affair. They play again on Wednesday night in Madrid, which is a 10 o'clock UK kickoff, 11 o'clock at night local time. Well, it's all very jovial down in the bowels of the Camp Nou. I'm sure once the game begins, that will be out of the window.
Yep, two protagonists there getting together, Busquets and Ramos, both competitive. Both will do whatever it takes to make sure that their team are in a winning position and towards the second leg. But it is going to be competitive, make no doubt about that. It's the Spanish Super Cup. And any game between these two teams is going to be full on, full throttle. Both teams going all out. You see the strength of the lineups, both managers, no concessions whatsoever. This is going to be a proper game of football.
Well, as Terry said, for once, the spotlight hasn't been on the signings of Real or Barcelona. Both have made a profit in the transfer market this summer. Barcelona selling players for €226 million, 222 million of that, of course, the well-publicised Neymar to Paris Saint-Germain deal. Real Madrid have brought in €120 million in sales and themselves spent only 40 million in the transfer market to bring in two young talents, Theo Hernandez and Dani Ceballos, neither of whom make the pitch from the start this evening. Two sides not only familiar to each other down in the tunnel, but familiar to the fans as well. No experimentation from Zinedine Zidane, or the new manager of Barcelona. Cristiano Ronaldo will be sitting in the shadows, an unusual place for him, but he's only had 3 full practice sessions since returning from his summer retreat. If we do see him tonight, it will probably be a cameo appearance in the closing stages of the game, as it was against Manchester United in the European Super Cup in midweek. The Barcelona hymn ringing around the Camp Nou. There is no such thing as a pre-season friendly anymore. And both managers acknowledging that this is a chance for the first silverware of the season. And Ernesto Valverde will be desperate to get off to a good start with his new team, replacing Luis Enrique at the back end of May. Doesn't have a lot more to work with than Luis Enrique, but we expect some activity in the transfer market in the next 7 days or so. There's talk of them signing a Brazilian tomorrow. Don't worry, Liverpool fans, it isn't Coutinho. I expect that Paulinho, formerly of Tottenham, will become a Barcelona player. Mobile phones up in the stands, creating a starlight effect. Down in the centre of the field, there are the stars. No longer the MSN. The chosen one tonight is Gerard Deulofeu, who returns to Barcelona after spells, of course, at Sevilla and at Everton, and a short spell at AC Milan. He will replace Neymar in possibly the strongest 11. The other surprise is at right back, where Alex Vidal plays his first game from the start since last February. Sergio Roberto is on the bench. Referee tonight, One of the younger referees in Spain, Senor Tibergo's Bengochea. Well, there was a time when Real Madrid were signing the Galacticos. He has made some recruits this summer, but they tend to be players to bolster the squad. It's a very strong starting 11. Ronaldo is rested this evening. Isco will be taking his place alongside Benzema and Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, of course, didn't start the last 9 games of last season. Returning to familiar surroundings, Ernesto Valverde, once a player in the Cruyff era. Returned down twice. He's in the hot seat, and Zinedine Zidane, who's just signed a new 3-year extension to his stay. He's looking to add yet another trophy to his cabinet. He's won everything else.
It's been an incredible achievement for Zidane so far. 2 Champions Leagues, La Liga title. Absolutely fabulous job. Looking for it to continue, starting from now.
And away we go. They light the fireworks. The 235th Clásico starts the Spanish season. These 2 clubs have met, of course, in the summer over in Miami. Didn't let anybody down, 5 goals. Messi scored after 3 minutes of that game, Rakitic after 7 minutes. PK scored what turned out to be the winning goal in the 50th minute of the match. There is no such thing as a friendly between these 2 ancient old rivals. Real Madrid haven't had the most sensational pre-season, drawn against Manchester United, beaten by Manchester City, losing against Barcelona, even drew against the MLS All-Stars, but tonight they're hoping to peak. And it's Kovacic who's got the midfield position. He's playing in place of Modric tonight. Modric discovered he was suspended because he was sent off in the last Super Cup he played in 3 years ago. Here's De La Feu, was offside. It's going to take some getting to know you for the Barcelona front 3. Suarez, Messi, and De La Feu, the chosen one. It's tight.
He has gone for, I dare to say it, like-for-like replacement in terms of the style of player. He's happy to play wide on the left. And De La Feu. There's some casual play, didn't we, from Barcelona, just getting the ball by cheap. Kovacic unlucky with the quick thinking. Attempted chip from long range.
Barcelona pinned back. Here is Ter Stegen. The coach may have changed, but the Barcelona star will remain faithful, trying to play out from the back. He's got them in some trouble here. This is Benzema. Vidal in the way, corner prevented from Ter Stegen. This was it.
Intercepted by Isco. Kovacic, quick thinking. It's the right idea, isn't it? Just didn't get enough elevation on the attempted lob over Ter Stegen.
I was reminiscent of that moment in March 2014 when Victor Valdez gifted the ball to Karim Benzema, and he scored after 23 seconds of the Clásico. Now it's Vidal, who looked to be moving out last year, starting tonight. Sergio Roberto and Nelson Semedo, who was one of the few summer signings for Barcelona. It's Marcelo. He's got competition for his place with Hernandez coming in the summer. That's the beauty for Zidane. He has enough top quality players to name 2 starting 11s quite frequently last year. Terry, he would make 9 changes, wouldn't he, between Champions League and La Liga?
Yep, and it served him well. The fringe players in particular did really well. A problem or 2 this season. 1 or 2 established players, senior players, have left the club. Madrid have gone again for youth, and bringing the likes of Dani Ceballos and Theo Hernandez in. Also lost Pepe, Danilo, Contrell, Luis Rodriguez, Alvaro Morata. Zidane placed a lot of trust in the younger players in the squad. He's been proved that he's right to do so.
Tony Kroos to Isco, who's grown in stature over the last 6 months. Last year at this point there was talk of him being loaned out to get him some playing time. Now he's arguably in the team ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, though of course Ronaldo is not fully fit. Ronaldo, for the first time in his career, is going to have to fight for his place here. He'll get back in.
It's interesting though, looking at Zidane, the way that he plays with Isco in, and it's been the usual 4-3-3 from Real Madrid. I think it does give Real Madrid a little bit more control in midfield with the extra player in there. I think Zidane will see Gareth Bale as one of the centre forwards with Benzema and Ronaldo.
Now be that. PK, Busquets, familiar names, familiar style, Lionel Messi. Now Rakitic, a bit of afters there. Noted by Senghor, Senghor Bengochea. What a space for Jordi Alba. Goes on the outside. Alba sliding tackle from Dani Carvajal. Spain's right back on Spain's left back.
At times he's tackled to perfection. You see the crossfield diagonal pass to Marcelo. Just beyond the defensive line of Barcelona in an offside position there. We see the wonderful skills from Isco.
Messi will take the corner. PK comes through the crowd, good header away by Ramos. Now Vidal. Suarez.
It's all about ability, isn't it, with Isco? Great awareness, great control. Always on the move, perfect for that position that Zidane has found him. Just pulling off at the front two.
Marcelo. Carvajal. Kovacic to... seems the omnipresent Isco is everywhere. He's got this roaming role. Just looking at formation of Real Madrid. They've got two up front. But a back four, Isco seems to be playing a mirroring role of Messi, just going wherever he wants to. He's got the full freedom.
Yep, and I think that's the right way to play that position. Always find little pockets of space, whether it's dropping deep or going wide. On occasions, being in an advanced position, almost being the centre forward. If Benzema drops deep, he's an intelligent player. Isco.
Casemiro. Toni Kroos. Gareth Bale to Marcelo. Lovely touch from the Brazilian. Sturdy touch from Gerard Piqué. Over the entertainer. Marcelo on this left-hand side. Hasn't had a great deal of competition for his position in recent years, but they spent 23 million on Theo Hernandez from Atletico Madrid in the summer. He's a replacement in the making.
Oh, it's very early, Rob. I'm just looking to see if there are any differences between Ernesto Valverde and tactical approach from Luis Enrique. It's fair to say at the moment Real Madrid are enjoying a large share of the possession. The amount of high pressing from Barcelona so far.
And Iniesta stolen easily by Isco. Gareth Bale behind you was not the cry. And Titi, with the aid of Jordi Alba, wins it back. Busquets. Alex Vidal. Struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. Barcelona. It's a high pressing game by Zidane. Madrid. Now Now De La Fea. A little bit tight, but it was Kovacic who won it back. And Karim Benzema, last year at this point, was facing competition for his position from the returning Morata. You've seen him off.
The competition, didn't he, initially when he joined Real Madrid from Venezuela?
It's a great ball over the top. Nice take by Suarez! And he warms the hands of Keylor Navas.
Chance for Luis Suarez, the first sight goal for Barcelona. He's willing to run in behind. Yes, that's extremely well. Especially from a defender, it's the right amount of touches, the right sort of touches to inevitably end up with an attempt on goal.
Very animated Zidane down on the touchline. It's not so often we see him scream at his players. Messi. Busquets. Jordi Alba. De La Fea. Casemiro.
I see Valverde cracking the whip as well from the touchline. He will be irritated by the amount of times that his team have given away cheap possession. There we see a fantastic run, fantastic understanding and awareness from Iniesta to find Luis Suarez as well to get his attempt away.
Lionel Messi's on the case. Defenders swarm around. It was through the legs of Suarez and was the calming influence of Keylor Navas.
Two really good touches. Under control. Comfortable save for Navas.